Yo guys, and welcome to my STAMDK PvP build for Waking Flames, and let's get started with these stats. Better my stats on my sword and board bar, my basically kind of front bar, and better my stats on the 2H bar. Now we run the Serpamundus, Vampire stage 3, and fuck, I forgot the buff food. That's the recovery with my buff food on both bars. I'm using lava foot soup. I want to change that to orzo buff food, the orzo food if it's that, which gives more health and the same amount of recovery. So I want to change that. So I can put more points into stamina and get a lot of HP. And yeah. Serpamundus for the recovery, of course. You can go warrior if you can sustain pretty well, but I feel like Serpent is needed because of vampire. The regular ability costs are being increased by 8%, for me just 2%. Why 2% only for me? Because I am on an Imperial. Now, you can go on any race that you want that is stamina related, like Wood Elf, Nord, even Orc or Dark Elf or whatever. It's up to you, but personally I'd say Imperial on the number 1, Nord maybe on the 2nd, and Wood Elf on the 3rd, or Orc on the 3rd. I'm not sure. Both are great. But Imperial gives cost reduction by 6%, which is kinda nice to have. Since we have Vampire stage 3 for the undeath passive, you just want that, so you can sustain way better on this class. And 2k more stam, 2k more health, it's not bad to have that. Okay, let's go over to the sets. So I'm using Veitramol. It's nothing new. It's the best 2-item back bar front bar set that you can possibly have in this game. It's right now the best. There's nothing better in my opinion. Plague Break, the new set that came out. No, it's really fucking AIDS, but what else are you gonna kill without that? Can't kill AIDS without AIDS. So, and honestly, the 2-item bonus and the 3-item bonus and the 4-item bonus, it's actually insane, the damage, the amount of damage you get. The 5th piece, it's just fucking insane. Like, not even Templars can cleanse it, so if they cleanse it they explode and that hits hard as fuck. I've tried it, or I've been dueling as well a few Templars, and off stream in Cyro, if I had a Templar in front of me and he cleansed himself, which will always happen when you stun them on the back bar, they're mostly gonna cleanse if you put dots on them, and that shit is gonna hit. And if you time it really well with the Bait Run proc and maybe a reverb, if they can be stunned again, this shit actually hurts. Alright, the one-handed is on Nirnhound. To get more weapon damage out of that, you want to stack as much weapon damage as you can. Second, the shield is on Sturdy, max dam enchantment. Sturdy, so you can block all day. Double dot poisons, always double dot poisons. You can go double dot double heal as well, but the full double dot poisons, they just hurt when Plague Breaker's on, Venomous Claw, Noxious Breath is on, all the dots are on, it just hurts. Bloodspawn, Impen with a tri-stat glyph on medium. Bloodspawn for the old recovery that you get and a bit of tankiness. It's just insane on this build. And on Impen, I want to go maybe on Reinforced or Sturdy with that, cause I feel like crit damage isn't that popular. I mean, most of the people don't have above 50% crit in PvP, and there are not many people running around with mechanical acuity, so I want to change that to Reinforce. Just keep that in mind to get more armor. And Cuirass of Daedric Trickery, 5 pieces on the body. This one on heavy, big parts always heavy, Impen as well with a tri-stat. I want to go Reinforced on that, on the big pieces. Because I feel like Impen is doing shit this patch. Why Daedric Trickery and not something else? It just gives the best major buffs you can possibly have in the game. You get major protection, you get major mending, major vitality, major heroism, major expedition. You just get major god buffs. That's what you want in every scenario in Cyro. All of them help. All of them. Bloodspawn Shoulder, medium, Impen, Daedric Trickery Belt on medium. So I'm basically running 3 medium and 4 heavy. I have on medium the helmet, the shoulder, the belt, and yeah, that's about it. Heavy gauntlets, heavy greaves, grievous, whatever, pants, and heavy shoes. Plague Break and jewelry, all infused, all weapon damage. I don't have the fucking crystals to transmute this one yet. And yeah, let's go over to the skills. Now we have hardened armor, we have forward momentum, we have noxious breath, we have venomous claw, we have execute, corrosive armor. You can swap that out to leap if you want. That's up to you. And on the back bar we have cauterize, vigor, green dragon blood, reverb, stone giant, and spell wall. You can go on the back bar corrosive, and on the front bar, basically on the 2H bar, you can go leap, and on the soundboard bar you can go corrosive. I don't like corrosive on the sword board bar just because it's expensive, and mostly you find yourself in situations where you actually want a quick defense ult, and that's why spell is way better on a sword board bar. Stone giant, honestly, it hits harder than deep slash, and it's single target, so it's getting buffed by a CP, which we go later on, and it costs 200 less stamina. I mean, deep slash gives some insane debuffs, like movement speed is being reduced, minor maim, which you kind of want, but it just doesn't hit as hard as Stone Giant is doing. Stone Giant just hits way harder. And yeah, Green Dragon Blood, I just fell in love with that skill since I played Kuroyuki's build last patch. You can go Fragmented if you want. It should work 100%, but I prefer Green Dragon Blood. Especially for the extra 30% stam recovery, the minor vitality, and the major endurance. Which I actually don't know what the fuck that is. Anyway, the 30% that will stack with the minor endurance. Yeah, with the minor endurance. on the forward momentum. So that's how you get above over 2k stem recovery. Let's go to the CPs. So on the blue CP, make sure to get all the important passives, like always. So we have Focus Mending, increase your healing done with single target heals by 2% per stage. That means Vigor, Green Dragon Blood, and Cauterize. All of them are getting buffed. Then we got Master at Arms, increase your damage done with direct damage attacks by 2%. That means all the direct damage, it doesn't matter if it's AoE or not, all of them are getting buffed. Single target damage increase, so our dots will do more damage, our reverb will do a shit ton of damage, and Plague Break probably as well. And yeah. And we have a new CP, Ironclad. Reduce your damage taken by direct damage attacks by 2% per stage. I don't know if it's actually better than Duelist Rebuff, cause I feel like you have a lot of dots this patch on you, and I honestly am not 100% sure if Ironclad is actually better than Duelist Rebuff. It's good, but I need to test around with that. So Ironclad or Duelist Rebuff. I'm not 100% sure. Next one is a red CP. We have Fortified to get more armor, more resistance. Then we have Juggernaut. While under the effects of crowd control immunity, you take 1% less damage per stage. It's reduced to 5, it was before 10, but that should be fine. Then we got Pain's Refuge, which is probably the best defense CP in the game right now. It reduced our damage taken by 1% per negative effect, up to a maximum of 20. So it doesn't have to be a dot, it can be anything that's negative on you, and you just take less damage. And compared with Vampire, all those fucking reduction sets, reduction, negation, whatever, it's actually quite good. Next one we have Survival Instinct, just to help our sustain. We're always afflicted with a status effect, no matter which one it is, and that will help us to sustain as well. Especially cause we're a vampire on this build. Alright, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the commentary was kind of fine. And see you next video. Bye.